Some jobs look impossible from the start. That's the story of the Saab Gripen. While the US and Russia built massive, expensive jets, Sweden, a country known for meatballs and safe cars, decided to make its own world-class fighter. The idea sounded laughable. How could a small nation compete in a game dominated by superpowers? Sweden had built planes before, but this was a new level. Stealth, advanced electronics, networked warfare. Critics saw the Gripen as a compromise, small, single-engine, pragmatic, to a fault. They doubted it could match the range, payload, or power of its rivals. But when you can't throw money at a problem, you have to outthink it. The doubt forced Saab's engineers to innovate, to be clever and efficient. They weren't just building a jet, they were solving a problem: how to defend your skies without going broke. The skepticism became the Gripen's defining feature. It pushed the team to create something smarter, not just bigger. Sometimes the underdog with less ends up building the best solution. Building a fighter jet isn't just about power, it's about numbers. Sweden's budget was tiny compared to the US, so Saab had to be ruthless about cost. The government's order outperformed the Viggen, but at a fraction of the price. Every part, every system, every line of code was scrutinized for value. Instead of reinventing the wheel, Saab used proven components, like a modified GE F-404 engine. This wasn't cutting corners, it was smart engineering. While rivals built complex, expensive jets, Saab focused on reliability and easy maintenance. The Gripen could be refueled and rearmed by a handful of conscripts in minutes, not hours. It was designed for dispersed operations, tough, independent, and self-sufficient. The philosophy of enough is best became its secret weapon. Low operating costs meant more flight hours and better trained pilots. Saab proved you don't need endless cash, just vision, discipline, and ingenuity. The Gripen was a tool, not a trophy, and that made all the difference. Sweden's Cold War plan was to fight from hidden locations, even highways. The Gripen had to take off and land on short runways, so engineers gave it canards for extra lift and control. Maintenance had to be simple, no fancy hangars, just a small crew and basic tools. A team of 1 technician and 5 conscripts could turn the jet around in under 10 minutes. The cockpit was designed for rapid pilot training, combat-ready in months, not years. The Gripen's advanced software and intuitive controls let pilots focus on the mission. Its adaptability is its core strength. It's not the fastest or heaviest, but it's the smartest. Gripens can share data seamlessly, acting as a network team. One pilot can track a target, another can fire, without even turning on their own radar. It's a fighter for the information age, built to outthink, not outmuscle, the enemy. That's how you win with less. For years, the Gripen was seen as a niche European jet. But as defense budgets tightened, its low-cost, high-performance pitch started making sense worldwide. Countries like Brazil, South Africa, and Thailand chose the Gripen. When Ukraine needed modern fighters, the Gripen was a top contender, praised for its ruggedness and easy maintenance. Even though Ukraine chose F-16s, the Gripen's consideration was a huge endorsement. Now Canada is rethinking its F-35 deal, with Saab offering to build Gripens locally. The fact that a G7 nation is considering the Gripen shows how far it's come. It's no longer just an alternative, it's a serious contender. Interest from Colombia, Peru, and the Philippines proves the fighter jet market isn't just a two-horse race anymore. The Gripen is the smart choice for nations wanting credible air power without breaking the bank. Good ideas and practical design win out in the end. The underdog is now being courted by countries worldwide. Sometimes, the best solution isn't the biggest. In military hardware, performance is everything. Critics doubted the Gripen could integrate with NATO's powerful air forces, But in exercises like Nordic Response 2024, the Gripen excelled alongside F-35s and Typhoons. It proved it could share data, coordinate attacks, and hold its own with the best. Saab designed the Gripen for NATO compatibility from day one. Gripens flown by Hungary and the Czech Republic have guarded Baltic skies for years, intercepting Russian aircraft. The jet's advanced sensors and data links make it a team player, a quarterback in the sky. It gathers intelligence and boosts the effectiveness of the whole force. It's not about one-on-one dogfights anymore, but dominating the battlespace as a system. The Gripen has proven itself in the toughest environments. It's a world-class system that punches above its weight. The skeptics have been silenced. The Gripen is a NATO asset, not just a Swedish one. You don't stay on top by standing still. As the Gripen E rolls out, Sweden is already working on its next-generation fighter, the Future Air Combat System, or KFS. This isn't just a concept, it's a funded program, aiming for an optionally manned, AI-enabled jet with drone wingmen. Sweden is betting on its own path, focusing on stealth, AI, and networked systems. The KFS builds on Gripen's lessons: open architecture, cost control, adaptability. The goal isn't the most expensive jet, but the smartest and most effective. Sweden's commitment to innovation and self-reliance is clear. By investing in KFS, they're keeping their aerospace industry at the cutting edge. The Gripen wasn't a fluke. It was the start of a new tradition. The next Swedish fighter will challenge the giants again. Big ideas can come from small countries. On November 11, 2025, we look back at a jet that was never supposed to succeed. The Saab Gripen was the underdog, the budget option, the little guy. Experts said it couldn't be done, but they were wrong. The Gripen didn't win by playing the Superpowers game. It changed the rules. It proved you don't need to be the biggest or most expensive to be effective. Reliability, efficiency, and adaptability became its combat multipliers. Its highway operations, quick turnaround, and rapid pilot training are real strategic advantages. The Gripen is a tool for real-world warfare, not just a parade. Its legacy is secure, respected by allies, sought by new customers, and inspiring the next generation. The Gripen created a new category: smart, cost-effective fighters. It gave smaller nations a voice and a real defense option. The story of the Gripen is about grit, ingenuity, and daring to think differently. It's the little jet that could and did, proving that sometimes the smartest wins.